Hello, welcome back to another edition of What's Ertel Trying to Show Me. All right, so today we're going to do the carburetor gasket. The main element of the carburetor gasket is that it is the tool that you're learning today is called Tan Radius. All right, it is essentially a circle tool. It's right here, and I'll just show you how that works. For this one, this is all a bunch of circles. You could draw half of it and then mirror it over. I actually like the way it looks when I draw the whole thing, so I'm going to show you how to do it that way. First thing we need are some construction lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines that are basically like coming from the center, going up, down, left, and right. All right. So I start with this, and I'm just going to go here. Oops. And I am going to draw a line that goes to the left, half of 3 3/8. So let's see what that is. That would be 1.5 plus 3/16. So that is 1 and 11/16. You can type it like that. And then I can do another one that goes from here left. That goes at half of 7.5, which is 3.75. All right, so there's ways to do that. And then I'll just do that again. All right, so I'll go right from this end, go this way. 1 and 11/16. Then again, there it is, over 3.75. And then I got to draw the ones for these top holes here. All right, so I go there. I go up half of 3.5, which is 1.75. And then again down 1.75. All right. So once I have those things laid out, I'll be able to, more easily just lay everything out. All right. I can shorten this line a little bit if I want to. It makes it just so that I can maybe more easily, I can maybe more easily see where these endpoints are. They're just construction lines. Okay. So um, typically in mechanical drawings, if it'll give you a diameter when it's a hole, and it'll give you a radius when it's not. So that's why there are multiple holes in this carburetor gasket, 6 of them. So we will go to center diameter for circles. All right. So this first one here has a diameter of 2 3/4. And let's see, we go back to another one here. All right, 2.75. And then we'll do another one. We'll do 4 more of these little ones. There's one there that has a diameter of 3/4. So we can do that. All right. And one last one. All right. So at that point, all of our holes are done. All right. We still got a lot more circles to go. But now that the holes are done, I can go in and just delete these construction lines. I don't need them because I'm going to use the center of each of those circles using my objects map in order to get the rest of the circles. All right. But now we have all the holes in this gasket. All right, so I'm going to draw the positive circles here. So this, the top and bottom, I have a radius of 1 1/8. So I will switch just to radius, use the center of that, and do 1-1/8. That's 1 1/8. You can also, so we can do that. Then we hit enter, right? The one on the end here has a 1 inch radius. We go there, 1. All right, do it again. Enter for 1. All right. So now we're done with the positive circles. Now we have these 2 to do. Sorry. There's a 2 inch radius that comes off the center of this guy. Click it. And 2. Then we'll do it again. Center. 2. All right. Then we have these other guys. So that says 1 1/8. Over here is a half. So those are the only 2 we have. The 2 top ones and the 2 bottom ones are 1 1/8 radius. And it points right. It doesn't show you where the center is, but it shows you kind of generally where the center is. But it tells you that because it knows that you want to be tangent. Being tangent means that it's only going to touch, like for instance, this circle and this circle barely. Okay, it only touches at one point. And the radius is going to be 1.125 or 1 1/8. You can see it makes that circle. What that's going to do is it's going to give us this smooth transition between these other circles. All right. So I'm going to keep doing that. So I click tan radius, then I click tangent to here, and then enter. All right. And I'll do tangent to here, tangent to here. And again, these are clicks. Click, click, enter. All right. Now I have these other ones. These other four are at a 1/2 inch radius. So I will go here. It's going to be tangent to that circle, and then at a 1/2 inch radius. All right. So I go again, click, click, enter. Once the value's in there, that 1/2 inch, you don't have to change it. So I can type 1/2 inch, but you can see it's already stuck on that. Click, click, enter. All right. So now the drawing is done. And now's the kind of the fun part. I'm going to trim. All right. So you can trim by like dragging, right? You can trim by clicking, right? You have some options here. So I can just kind of get rid of that, right? And I can zoom in and be a little bit more intentional and try to get rid of 2 lines at once. This is like a click and drag. Got to work on your aim here. All right, so now that all that trimming is done, I can get out of that by hitting escape, and then I can just start selecting these bigger shapes that I need to get rid of. All right, and I can just press delete, and there it is. All right, finished product, all ready to go. The thing is, you got to save it. All right, so however you saved it before, we're going to save as, and we're going to call it like Carbo1.